Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about myself and I'm gonna show you some of my skills and of course what I've been achieved in this last few years. So first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Adnan Zahid, and behind me I have some contacts if you really wish to get to know me or want to have a chat with me, or if you need some business inquiries, you can access with this contacts in this list. For the summary, right now I'm in study in IDN boarding school, which is in a high school, where we are learning about mainly in IT division, which is very very useful in the nowadays era. And then for the division or the section that I chose, it is the design and communication. Why did I choose the design? Because in the last few years, exactly when I was the 8th grade, I found myself in interest about in designing area like making illustration or some 2D design. So when I get introduced in that, I get the enthusiasm of making things, and then from that I've decided to learn some other than making illustration. I do learn about UI UX design, especially I know since I've got study here. The UI UX design is the first thing I know. The first thing I know when I arrive here, and then I also study about 3D design, of course, about 3D modeling and some sort, and then I do like things like video editing or video composition, where we create some scene and then we collect them and then we make it into one video. And then for the experience, I do have some experience in joining some competition or having accomplishment in some activities. Well, in the first one is when I joined the competition, which is race or how you call diselenggarakan apa? Which is held by Sriwijaya University, where they made a competition about UI UX, where and then the second one is I've experienced teaching, which is a program in IDN where we are dispatched into a school or into a institution where we are where we are teaching of the skills or the studies that we've already achieved into another person, which can be mostly in students, and then the teachers, and then for the location exactly, it is in Cilengsi in Fathahillah High School, where I taught them about the basic of UI UX and how to use Figma. And then for the second competition, which is I do compete in CFES in University of I forgot what the university, but it's an initial where I think it's the name is Budi Luhur University, where we compete about Yo-Yo-X again. Not much. I do not really get into it, and then not made it to the final. But at least I've got the experience. And then for the last experience, I've been a counsel back in the junior high, where I was the head of multimedia design, where I control or make the like event or programs, brochures or like poster when they need a event, spanduk apa? Spanduk. Event brochure like that. I make them, and then when they need some the certificate design, I design for them. I think that's more. And then I do have the experience of writing a book, where here I've been achieved, and I've been writing one book that is about how to get to know about the Adobe Illustrator and Sword, and how to start where you want to start in Adobe Illustrator or Sword. And then I do have the experience of digital illustration, and then the 3D freelance, where I do make 3D design, and then we sell it to the Freepik platform. For the education, I've got for the current situation, I've got the visual design communication, which is in IDN boarding school, where I do learn right now, where I do learn like making design UI/UX or 3D design, or like video editing and some sort. And then I do got some certificate while I've been studied here, which is the first one is the UI/UX design mastery, which is held by Skillful. There, the teaching method is like a course where we complete the task. While we complete the task, the score will be collected, and then the final score will be given to us. How much we've mastered the material, and how much the understanding that we got. And then the third one is another certificate about the Adobe Illustrator course, where I do I got the course back then, before I even entered, when my mom told me that if you like it, I could get you into the course, and then I accepted. I've learned about how to the basic of Adobe Illustrator, and then how to make it more advanced and some sort. And then of course the last education is I've got it's not really an include, but I think it's more like some an achievement where I could get the experience of leading the visual the design branch in the back in my junior high, which is the first one, the first head counsel is not capable enough, and then he got dropped, or I think he resigned, and then I stood up where I take his his position, and then I think it worked out. And then this for the certificate. This is some of my certificate, which is the UX Design Mastery. This helped by Skillful, and then the Foundation of User Experience, which is held by Google in Coursera, and then the Adobe Illustrator Essential course, which is held by Udemy. And then for the skills that I got, the one that I've really into it is Adobe Illustrator, because the first one that I've been introduced when back in the 8th grade, it is the Adobe Illustrator, and then I've really want to master it, and I really want to be this is some of my language experience, which is the Indonesia, the English, the Arabic, and the German. German is only the basic. Lanjut portfolio. Alright, so for the portfolio, this is I'm going to show you some of my portfolio, which is the first one. This is the basic, or the introducing of me, that you can get my business inquiries like in LinkedIn or like emails, and my phone number. And then for the next one is my my more detailed profile, which is where I born, where I live right now, my education, my interest, and then the software that I use, or some of it that I mastered it, and then the experience that some of it I've written some of it. And then for the illustration, I've got achieved like some 2D illustration or some vector art, and then some typography with some tools that I've been want to experience on. And then I make some sticker design that is I hope that one day I could get to make it into a physical. And then for the 3D, I didn't input too much about 3D, but the one that I'm gonna share is the two of my favorite 3D design. And then for the UI UX, I've got the traveling app, I've got the mental sick help, or I got the rental help, or I got the ticketing app, and then the music app, and then the about NFT, and then the second one, the last one is the website one. Well, I think that's enough about me. If you want to get to know more about me, you can contact me with the contact that I've been given. And then I'm sorry if there is any misspell or any inappropriate ways that I speak to you. More or less, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.